So, someone has done you wrong and you just don't know how to handle it. Should you forgive them and act as if nothing has ever happened? Or should you shun them and cast them away from your life with no hope of ever returning? Whether a person has hurt you, physically, mentally, or emotionally, it does little good to your peace of mind if you hold on to that anger and resentment. The feeling of vengeance only destroys your peace of mind. Forgiveness is something that can take a lifetime for a person to accomplish. It doesn't come naturally to most of us, but it gives you a chance to be a better person. Forgiveness may be the last thing on your mind when someone does something truly awful to you. But it's not just for them, as it is essential for your own well-being. Initially, you'll be hit with a lot of emotion, but that's okay. You don't need to do anything right then and there. But holding on to that emotion for too long becomes a heavy burden to carry through your life. In essence, you forgive for yourself, not just for them. Forgiving does not mean you have to forget what happened. In fact, you should never forget what happened, because reflection on what happened is very important. Reflection ensures you learn to deal with similar situations correctly in the future when they may arise. Instead of forgetting what happened, reflect on the situation, and then learn to build an acceptance that it happened and you learned valuable lessons. It is hard not to feel hate for someone when they intentionally go out of their way to make your life difficult. But why does someone do something bad to someone else in the first place? Someone who is confident and happy in themselves in every way will never intentionally go out of their way to hurt somebody. No righteous person wants to cause harm or destruction to anybody. Coming from a place of an alternative perspective of the person who has made your life difficult can help you in understanding what happened. It can, in turn, let you develop compassion for your enemy, rather than hatred, vengeance, and violence. So, if you have understood your wrongdoer's reason for the action they have taken on you, things begin to change. You have accepted that you should have reacted differently to the situation, you have learned your lessons, and you will begin to feel lighter. Your mind starts to lift from a heavy, dark, and confusing place to an acceptance that it was a life lesson. Rather than seeking revenge for wrongdoing, there are other ways we can act. Acknowledge and accept that it was just a past mistake and that it will never happen again is something very important to your healing process. Saying this, never be passive and allow the perpetrator to continue to hurt you. Stand up for yourself, but once the pain has stopped, learning to forgive them, and yourself. Remember, we must also learn to forgive ourselves for our own bad decisions and unwanted experiences. The only person who will really get burned by being annoyed and frustrated by ourselves is, unfortunately, only ourselves. When you learn to forgive both the perpetrator, the situation, and yourself for the bad experience, life becomes easier. Keep in mind that forgiveness is a process. It's not a switch you can flip immediately, and it can require a lot of strength to carry out. Even if you don't have the will to forgive right now, you can still work your way toward it. It may seem like you'll never escape the emotions you feel when you've been wronged, but time heals all wounds. Don't rush the process. Give yourself space from the event and focus on the present. Only then can you gain peace of mind and confidence in yourself. Finally, life moves on and so should you. Learn from experiences, forgive your foe, accept your own mistake, and move forward.